Welcome to another Q&A. This Q&A is about the filters in the Radial Brush, Radial Rocker, maybe Deep-Frame, all of the brushes like that. So I want to talk with you, A, about the future filter in this brush, and then B, how to service the filters that are in the existing brushes, okay, because this is just the change that we're bringing through. So I'll get to the future first in case you watch this in the future. So the purpose of the filter is that you have very, very fine jets, right? The size of the orifice of the jets is very small, and the weight of the brush is heavily affected by the jet stream and the jet mechanism that we put there. So we didn't want to make them serviceable that you have to unscrew something in the end, you could flush them and all that. So it's better, prevention is better than cure. So rather than making the brush such that you would have to service it if you got debris in the waterline, which would then jam or clog one of your bristles, one of your jets, we have always put filters in. So if you have a blockage, then you would clear the filter rather than try and clear the jets. Yeah, that makes good sense. So the future methodology is this: is that we want to make sure that we can catch the debris in line here rather than here. At the moment they're here, and I'll show you that in a second. And then we're going to put this filter in here. So there'll be a little kit for those who want to buy this one in the future, or it'll come standard with all of the brushes. And so basically when you connect your high flow tube to your radial or your radial rocker or anything, you'll connect here and run your loop to your pole if you've got a reach it pole. So you take the weight of the tube off the brush, and that way you'll be able to see the filter. And then if you get any debris, now you go, how do you get debris in a pure waterline filter? It happens when you drop your hose connectors on the ground, and then some dust and some dirt or some grit or some grass gets in the hose line while you're winding it up, or while you're basically, it's just real life, you know. So having a filter there to catch it, okay? So that's step one, that's the future. If you're in the future or you want to know what the future looks like, you can stop watching now. If you have brushes that we've been delivering since 2019, which was the launch of Radial Brush, then I will show you how to service these filters, because the filters are right here and here. So the water comes in here with high flow, it goes half to the left, half to the right, and right beside the in is the filter. So to service that, we have to pull the rhino tube out. So you can see that it's away from the frame, and then doesn't have to be too close up. You can see that I've now pulled it out of the push fit, and then I'm going to grab my hose. Yeah, that's pretty cool, wasn't it? I'm going to run my water by blocking this with my finger, and now the water will come around and out, and it'll flush that filter that's in that line there. Yep. And then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to connect here and then run the water that way around and clear the filter that's in here. So that keeps it short and sweet. I don't want to sort of overdo this one. In the future, if you wanted to just use the new method and you wanted to offload these filters here, then we can make sure that there's a rhino tube little pack, you know, with the right length, but you've got to be very careful that when you go to pull the tube off the rinse bar, you must pull straight, and when you push it on, you must push it on straight, because that's quite a fragile part. It's not designed, it's very well protected inside aluminum, but it's not designed to be, you know, pulled at different angles. It's a little bit thin so that we can maximize the flow rate through the brush. Alrighty, how's that? It's pretty straightforward, and I can reassemble that really easily, and it is back to new. Yep. Great. So that's everything you need to know about filters on our bigger range of brush, which is a little bit different from the Radial Light and the Radial Ultralight, because they're top feed. They have a little filter right in the brass tee where the water goes into the brush. But we've got other videos that we've made on that. Okay, how's that? Great. Well, I'll see you in the next Q&A. By the way, if you like this, then if you want to go to see, we've got over 100 Reach It Workshop Q&As in YouTube at youtube.com/future of cleaning, and go to the playlist Reach It Workshop. Okay, see you in the next Q&A.